said yesterday that when I do the book review, be it yesterday or today, that it's gonna be on a very awkward book. This is that video, and given you clicked the title of it, you already know that this book is literally called Assume the Position, Memoirs of an Obstetrician Gynecologist. I swear to God, I just thought the title was hilarious, mostly because whenever I was little and would get a spanking, my mom would say, alright, assume the position. Now I'm looking at the title list and going, oh my God, is that where she got that from? Do those doctors actually say that? Oh my God. Oh my God. And I don't know, I was just like really beyond amused that this came up as a recommended book title that was also on Kindle Unlimited when I read that Baby City book like a couple months ago. A few months ago now, I guess. But yeah, and I was just like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna download it. It'll probably be good for a laugh, if nothing else. Maybe it'll get me over my phobia of those doctors, but yeah, no, it didn't, for the record. But still no intention of ever going to one. But yeah, this book was in no way, shape, or form funny. It actually wasn't even really that interesting. Unlike most of the medical-based novels I've read, or like memoirs and things, this one really wasn't that gripping. The guy told more about like how being in the medical field affected his personal life than the actual medical field itself, I felt like. And like the business end of running a doctor's office, which frankly I could give a shit less about. And it was just like, wait, I thought we were here for... Okay, never mind, you do you. And had like all these very random photos, not pervy ones, I swear to God, they're just like random family photos and shit and pictures from like vacations and things that were just like, why is this here? Why would anybody that picked up a book by this title care? You know? It's like if I cared about your trip white river rafting through the Grand Canyon, I would have picked up a book about rafting through the Grand Canyon. Just saying. And a lot of emphasis on the med school part, which makes sense. Most of these types of memoirs do put a lot of emphasis on that because med school is fucking hard and takes a lot of time to go through. So, I mean, that makes sense. But, yeah, I guess I was kind of really hoping it was going to be like Baby City and having a lot of really funny anecdotes from on the job itself. I don't know. It definitely did not. It had maybe like one that fit the bill for that. And it was more just gross than anything else. I have a gross sense of humor, but yeah, I was not impressed, I have to admit. But I'm one of those people that if I start the book, now I'm invested in it. I have to commit to finish it because I started it. Even if I hate it, gotta finish it. So I did. And that's why it took me over a month to read what, frankly, is not even that long of a book. It just did not hold my interest. It was that boring, so... Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm being generous even rating it a 3 out of 5, but... I mean, it's not that the book itself is horrible, it's just that it's not that interesting. I feel really guilty. This is somebody's life story, and I'm busy saying how it's not interesting, and I'm sure the author of the book would be like, well, I beg to differ, seeing as that's my life, and I think it's very interesting. I wrote a book on it, after all, because I thought it was so interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna feel really bad if somehow, someway, the author of the book ends up seeing this. It's not that old of a book. It's possible. My other gripe is a very typical one I've been finding, especially with books that I've been reading through Kindle Unlimited. Because literally anyone can publish through Amazon or Kindle Direct Publishing, there is now no longer editors involved for doing proofreading, for fixing grammatical and spelling errors. And I was kind of shocked that this book had so many of them, but then again, I guess this guy is a doctor and not really an English major, so there's that. But, yeah, that's really about all I can say about it. It's just that I thought it was going to have more to it, and now I'm kind of questioning my life choices for reading it in the first place. That said, it came up with a bunch of other recommended books that I ended up downloading to my Kindle anyway that I'm more likely than not gonna still end up feeling the same way about it as I did with this one, because apparently I'm a glutton for punishment. But yeah, I don't even know. It's just weird. I mean, it's commendable that the guy, like, even went and did, like, volunteer work in Africa, treating people for, like, a month for free there or whatever it was. I mean, that's cool and all, but you'd think they would have made the rest of the book more interesting. Because that part, okay, that was kind of cool, but the rest of it just was very dull. And I guess the reality of that kind of career is that it's not always fast paced. I suppose a lot of the in and out day to dayness of it probably is pretty boring, frankly, and I don't know. Given that I thought I was gonna grow up to be a doctor when I was little, I always figured that it's a lot more interesting than that on a day to day basis, but then again, that's just one kind, and the fact that I'm phobic of them probably isn't helping my opinion any, but yeah, it's just interesting, but not at the same time. If that makes any sense, I don't think it did outside my own head. But yeah, what more can I say? It just is what it is. I mean, even like with the predictive length of time it takes to read it thing that it shows on Kindle, it claims it's like an 8.5 hour book. With that in mind, it still took me over a month. And that means that I failed in my review a book every month challenge thing because I didn't get to it last month. I mean, we're at least at the beginning of this month. I could feasibly finish one and review it and kind of split the difference. I don't know. I'm babbling. So, since there's nothing more really about this book to say, I'm just gonna toss this up on the internets. Hopefully the next book will be more interesting. I don't know if it will be or not, but I guess we'll see. So, until next time, as usual, click subscribe, click the like button, leave comments down below, and